not to disturb the actors during their performance, we ask you to please turn your cell phones off. All the way off, not just on mute, all the way off. And enjoy the performance. Thank you.
Lights go out. And lights up.
Stone walls do not a prison make, nor iron bars the cage. No, prisons are made of red tape and bureaucratic euphemisms for horrors. Enhanced interrogation, meaning torture. Administrative correction, electroshocking. Breakfast in bed means solitary confinement. And early retirement, of course, means death. Now, we may think prison happens to others, to criminals, not to me. Why should I care? I've done nothing wrong. Open your ears. Can you not hear the groans of the unjustly suffering? Who can withstand the wrath of the machine of the state, which is not programmed for compassion? We're all now guilty until proven innocent. Kafka knew it. Kafka foresaw it all. Someone must have slandered Joseph K. For although he had done nothing wrong, one morning he was arrested.
Why am I here? What was my crime? I didn't do or say anything. We know what you're thinking! Let me die already! Suicide is revealing and punishable by death!
I met a traveler from an antique land who said, "Two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them on the sand half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and snare of cold command tell that its sculptor well those passions read, which yet survive, stamped on these lifeless things, the hand that mocked them and the heart that fed. And on the pedestal these words appear, my name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Nothing beside remains. Round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare, the lone and level sands stretch far away.
No. Make it stop! Make it stop! You want to make it stop? You want to go home to mommy? Just make it stop! Make it stop! I'll confess. I'll say anything. Everything, just make it stop! Confession of guilt and pen incoming silent. It's too dark. I can't read. What does it say? It says you want to go home to mommy. You hereby admit that you are a heretic and a spy in the lifelong employ of the Republican Kiribati. This you confess of your own free will after consultation with your lawyer and spiritual advisor. I don't have any. And your lawyer and spiritual advisor. Now sign and you'll see mommy, or don't sign and you'll see Satan. Your choice. Good choice. Supervisor, fresh Article 58 confession ready for processing in cell Q.
May God forbid I go insane. No, better beggar's pouch and cane, no better work and starve. Not that my faculties of mind are dear to me, for I'm inclined with them to gladly part. If only I were left alone, with what a lively gait I roam the darkest forest trees. I sing deliriously ablaze and lose myself all in a daze of blurred and wondrous dreams. I would hear the waves, and full of gladness I would gaze at heaven's empty crown. Strong and willful would I wheel a whirlwind, stirring up the fields and casting forests down. Alas, no. If you go insane, then like the plague you'll be in vain. Indeed, they'll lock you up into a fool's chain will be leashed, and when you're caged up like a beast, they'll come to tease and mock. And I won't hear at night in jail the clear voice of the nightingale, the oak grove's muffled strains. Instead, I'll hear my cellmate's shrieks, the night watch cursing as it peaks, and rattling, clanking chains.
All rise for the national anthem of our beloved Ozymandian Empire.
Lead us, mighty Ozymandias, your greatness all your subjects stand. We need you forever in command of us. Your triumphs never shall go stand. Only slavery is liberty. Only war is peace. The only wisdom is stupidity. So may your imperial never cease. The glories of our folk you do revive. Our empire expanding you may thrive. Great monarchs stay eternally alive. For you have proven beyond denying the fact for which our heroes happily are dying. The revelation on which we are all relying. 2 plus 2 equals 5. 2 plus 2 equals 5. 2 plus 2 equals 5.
Roll call, 5 minutes.
Soft, what light through yonder window breaks?
Slops, incoming.
Ah, Slops. Grayish blue lumpy gobs of gooey gruel alleged to be oatmeal, lukewarm and bland like gluey sand. You know what you really are? You're Tolkien's Lembas in disguise. Ah, Lembas, Lembas. Magical elvish wave bread wrapped in magnificent malorn leaves, crisply toasted with a nutty flavor, yet sweetly creamy to the taste. One bite alone, unmixed with mortal's food, ever strengthens the will and sustains the weary soul for a whole day if need be, even in the wastes of Mordor. Ooh. And now that I'm done, I have a fresh chamber pot. Nice! Very economical in this prison.
Just after 5 on this bright summer morning, with 119% of the vote counted, the referendum approving the annexation of New Ozymandia to the Ozymandian Empire has passed, with 162% of the votes in favor and not one single vote opposed.
Beat me, starve me, deprive me of light, sleep, warmth, air, or any human company.
As a token of the enthusiasm of the people, His Imperial Highness Ozzy Jr., Satrap of New Ozymandia, was officially presented with a ceremonial golden horsewhip.
But your worst torture is your propaganda. 16 hours straight of it a day.
Sing 2 plus 2 is 5. If Ozymandias wishes, sing 2 plus 2 is 5. Or you'll sleep with the fishes. Sing 2 plus 2 is 5. Hooray, hooray. Sing 2 plus 2 is 5. And have yourself a happy day.
But in here have learned how not to listen. You may rule the world, but you'll never rule the space within my ears, no matter how hard you try to break me each day with your routine.
365247, state your name.
Franz Kafka?
Your real name.
That is my real name. It's yours too. It's everyone's name, all of us. We're all Franz Kafka. And you know, during the war, Not this war we're in now, nor that war that we just called the war. No. I mean the war before. The war once naively called a war to end all wars. During it, people used to say that in Berlin, the situation was serious but not hopeless, whereas in Vienna, the situation was serious but not hopeless. Well, being Kafka, being born in Prague, roughly halfway between Berlin and Vienna, the situation is seriously hopeless.
365-247, if you can't even state your name, at least state the grounds for your conviction. You were most recently sentenced for heresy.
You hacked my computer without a warrant and found a poem?
The whisper one.
Where we live, we can feel our own land beneath our feet. What we say can't be heard 10 steps more down the street. If a half whisper someone gets ventured, the supreme Ozymandians mention. His fingers are stubby and greasy as worms, and exact like great ponderous weights are his words. And his cockroach-like eyelids are smiling, and the straps of his jack boots are shining. But around him lurk bosses with quivering thin necks, and he toys with his slaves, with his half-men, these wrecks, as they hiss, meow, and snivel and whimper. He alone strikes and prods as they simper, and like horseshoes these hammered new laws he'll devise, hurl them out into somebody's groin, brow, ears, eyes. Executions are his chief delight, and his blunt face just puff up tight.
Who cares about some poem no one's read? No, that wasn't it. But we found your diary, and in it you dared to write. The absurd thing is that nobody actually believes 2 + 2 is 5. Nobody at all, not even the emperor. A clear confession of heresy and anti-Ozymandian activity.
If you say so.
We do say so, and if we say so, then it is so. 2 + 2 is 5.
We counted with my son. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me, how many fingers am I holding up?
365-247, you just earned yourself an extra month of breakfast in bed.
I could be bounded in a nutshell and count myself king of infinite space.
Lights off. Lights on.
Just past 5 on this balmy summer morning. Yep, summer. By order of the Imperial Ministry for the Enlightenment of the Folk, the season formerly known as spring has been abolished.
Lights off. Lights
Just past
on.
5 on this brisk winter morning. Last night's speech by Her Imperial Highness and Pacification Minister Princess Ozymandiana to the Imperial Order of the Lemmings was greeted by thunderous and continuous applause. She told the cheering crowd of teenage attack drone assemblers spontaneously assembled in the Ozymandium that draft dodging shall henceforth be classified as a felony equivalent to poisoning the blood of the Empire. In related scientific news, the Imperial Ministry for the Enlightenment of the Folk announced that the body of water formerly known as the Pacific was now be called the Heroic Ocean.
Lights off. Screen. Lights on.
It's just past 5 on this sizzling summer morning. 35 degrees and humid, not a cloud in the sky. Ideal for this weekend's shirtless polo Emperor's Cup final.
And then the Black March.
Oh, the wonderful way our country is truly a genius thinker. We salute his achievements, and the government of the place he put us is just a thinker, a power.
Lights off.
Silence.
I see silence.
Did that line get cut?
Did we record that?
No,
We didn't record that?
we didn't record that.
During live calls.
It-
I don't know if we recorded that.
he's supposed to say it off stage.
Alright. Kane, can you say that one? Silence, silence during lights out.
Another recording?
After Hooray, Mosquito Infested Summer.
No, I know the cue. I was under the impression it was going to be.
Did we record this one with you?
No. No, we didn't.
We did.
We did.
Well,
We
then-
did this one.
But it's not the reason that it's for recordings.
Maybe at 3 in the morning we forgot. I don't know. We'll find it.
Yes, supposed to be recording.
Somebody just say it for right now.
Yeah, let's just say it for right now and keep going.
Silence! Silence your lots out!
Musica. Siamo all'UV.
The ministry for the enlightenment of the folk.
My love, though it seems I'm lying now in a hard, bare clay being crawled on by roaches. In fact, I'm laying next to you on the grass of our meadow, overlooking the beach, listening to the waves of the wind. Remember? One night so still, to the deep sea's rocking rill, the stars seem less indifferent in their nameless splendor. On nights so clear, how suddenly, uncannily, how near seems God, winking with shooting stars of the bats that dart through the pines. You can hear even the hair sled hops through the tall grass. The thistles waving in moonlight, whispering to the honeysuckle vines. Now and then dog cars or cars pass with trivial radio lines. Here and there a light sparks. How briefly the darkness shines. On nights so peaceful, in quiet so blissful, in silence so divine. Would you remind?
Yes, Your Excellency. Indeed, Your Excellency. True, Your Excellency, but it's been years and he's still not recanted. That's why I suggest a different approach would be. We'll do our best. Better than our best. Fine, Your Excellency. On my head be it. 2 plus 2 is 5.
The ministry for the enlightenment of the folk has officially abolished itself.
Turn that racket off, for God's sake. Put on some music. Agent 9. Agent 9, implement Plan B.
Plan B, sir. Are you sure?
Agent 9, are you questioning your orders?
2 plus 2 is 5, sir. Candidate for redemption, 365247. Heartfelt congratulations to you on the occasion of the birthday of our glorious emperor.
Wasn't the Emperor's birthday 2 weeks ago?
The emperor's birthday is now celebrated on the Julian calendar as well as on the Gregorian.
I used to play this as a boy. Did you know Bob wrote it in jail?
You wrote this in jail?
In jail. For showing insufficient respect for His Excellency, the Grand Duke of Weimar.
Supervisor, I can't do this, over.
Agent 9. 2 plus 2 is
5, sir. 5 and only 5 say, oh, we got. Right. 365247. Tell me. How's life?
How's life?
Time flies, doesn't it?
Is this Plan B?
Funny how this year's flown by. Seems yesterday was Easter and now it's almost Christmas.
And here it's always almost Christmas.
My little Ty wants to be an astronaut when he grows up. I'm getting him a model spaceship. What are you getting your, oh, sorry. Anyway, letter for your income.
My darling, I hope you get this letter. There's been no answer to the previous 19. I'm guessing you never got them. You probably won't get this one either, but still I write, hoping against hope. How are you holding up, my love? Are they feeding you at least?
Slam us every day.
Here's another care package for you. Nothing against regulations. I checked with the ministry.
Where's the package?
Pursuant regulations confiscated on suspicion of being nutritious.
Enjoy the chocolate.
Pursuant to regulations confiscated on suspicion of being delicious.
My love, Each day I pray that in that awful place where you have no power and they have no conscience, the Lord will keep you safe like Daniel in the lion's den. I pray for your tormentors too, poor power addicts, ruining their karma, and for what? In a way, they're prisoners too, they just don't realize it yet. There's so much I want to share with you, darling.
These next 6 pages are entirely blacked out.
Censored, pursuant to regulations. Pity. They were so touching, I even cried.
Love, do you remember that poem you read me when I told you we were incompatible? We're different, you and I, as water from dry land. We're different, you and I, as sunshine is from shade. No harm in that. It's absolutely grand. It's the best find we ever made. We're different, you and I. What blessing this. We grandly complement each other. What would our being just like each other give? Only a closed-off sense of feeling smothered. Well, here's my answer to that, my beloved. My answer now and forever.
Precinct 5247. The supervisor says they'll put you in the Imperial Poets Union. Says it's basically a paid vacation, hardly any quotas. Well, maybe once a year an ode to Princess Ozymandias.
Verily, she is like the sun. Look at her, you'll hurt your eyes.
Or to Princess Ozymandias. Now, she deserves an ode. She's on every chalky rapping. My son absolutely adores her. Supervisor says they import the sherry for the Sky Bar of the Poets Union, especially from Spain. Imagine, sir, you sitting up all grand, in the sky bar on the roof of the Ozymandium itself, looking down at the geese and the ducks in the Imperial Palace Lake, sipping on that tawny ruby red sweet nectar, I'd still be down here, saying to myself, look at him now. Where is he and where am I? Surely you'll have forgotten all about me by then, but I knew him way back when.
I'll never forget you, don't worry. May I ask, your son wants to be an astronaut?
He plans to be the first to plant our Emperor's flag on Mars.
When you were your son's age, what were your dreams? Did you want to become a torturer? Did you yearn to grow up to electroshock and waterboard and beat and torment innocent souls?
This isn't about me, sir.
But it is. All about you and others like you. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be here.
It's nothing personal. I'm just doing my job. I'm only following orders.
Of course. Following orders instead of following your heart.
365247, I just don't understand you.
I don't understand you either.
All you have to do is speak some words you don't really believe to some folks who don't really care, and you're done. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Just think of your wife and kids. Just look into the camera, smile, and say 2 + 2 is 5. Then you'll be free.
No, if I do that, then I will not be free. I'm freer in here where I don't have to lie.
3652472, state the obvious. You're not free in
Well,
here.
maybe I'm not free in here, but I'm free in here.
Damn it, why not just say it?
Because I love my wife and kids.
Precisely.
So I will never, ever tell your ridiculous lie.
Agent 9. It's all right, I'll talk to him. Dismissed. Room 365247. You're being silly. I get it. I really do. Sleeplessness gives poor counsel. A mind deprived of sleep is worse than drunk or drugged.
Says you who deprived me of sleep.
It's nothing personal.
No, you're only following orders, so I know.
What you don't know is the Emperor admires your talent. Even after all you wrote about him, he wants you on his team. You'll be Poet Lord of the Empire if you play your cards right.
I don't play cards, I'm lucky in love.
You'll be knighted. We'll publish millions of your collected works. Edited, of course.
Edited!
Printed on vellum with gilded edges and Tuscan leather binding with red
Censor.
silk ribbons. You'll have a car and driver.
Yeah, one of yours, no doubt.
You should see the rooftop garden of the Imperial Poets Union. Did you know there are over 4,000 different species of rhododendrons? His Majesty owns them all. Perfect for your poetry reading.
Of Matsuo Basho's immortal haiku. In this world of ours, we walk on the roof of hell, admiring the flowers.
Agent 9, the caviar! Huh? Plan B, Agent 9. Implement Plan B. The caviar.
Caviar incoming. 2 + 2 is 5.
8365247. Enjoy. Savor the taste of power. And think as you do. The view from the sky bar at dusk, from His Majesty's
The
garden,
view from the hilltop at dusk from the glimmering forest.
as the ducks are asleep neath the willows, as the sunbeams last gleam on the lake. Oh, the calm of that psalm, sweet boats, rocking, swaying, praying in the evening breeze to those first faint stars as night falls, cloudless, all compassionate blue as the robe of the Madonna. What sacred softness, bittersweet, time stopped to pray, removed its shoes to walk on holy ground and say its vows. For love is the marriage of the instant to the infinite, of timelessness to this mere blip in time, when living for you, I would die for you.
What on earth even matters, my sweet? It's blindly selfish, sacred softness. What on earth could ever possibly be stronger than my love for you? May it last forever. Nothing lasts forever but this moment.
Bravo! We really must shoot a clip of you reading that to the Customs Agents Union. Just the thing to inspire us while queuing for hours for coupons to buy eggs.
365247. First supervisor's orders under Plan B, pen, paper, and one Holy Bible incoming. You may pray and seek divine guidance. Also, per Plan B. Look, I know it can be hard, especially at night. You just lie there in your cell all by yourself, cooped up like an animal in a cage, staring at the walls all alone. So, if you ever want to talk, excuse me. Silence! Silence!
I'm not all alone. There's a little spider here in the corner. Walt is his name, after Walt Whitman. We're friends, aren't we, Walt? A noiseless, patient spider. I marked where on a little promontory it stood isolated. Marked how to explore the vacant vast surrounding it, launched forth filament out of itself. Ever unreeling them, ever tirelessly speeding them, like you, oh my soul, where you stayed. Detached, surrounded by measureless oceans of space, ceaselessly musing, venturing, throwing, seeking the spheres to connect them. Till the bridge you will need be formed, till the ductile anchor hold, till the gossamer thread you fling catch somewhere on my soul.
365247. I bookmarked your Bible at Romans 13. There is no power but of God.
We're looking for it. We did before this.
Straight jacket.
Straight jacket.
Yeah, and then there's a little effect.
We did before it. No, we didn't have this one.
Sorry, everyone.
It's okay. We didn't mark the ones we've done.
So let's take it back from
Let's.
I'll take it back from
Hold on.
365247.
You don't have it. Do you know where the key is or not? Should you just say it for today? We're just gonna say it for today, Kane, okay? Let's go from the line right before. Let's go from bookmark your Bible. Let's go from bookmark your Bible, Julian.
What? Yeah. 365247. I bookmarked your Bible at Romans 13. There is no power but of God.
Straight jacket needed for the crybaby in cell Q.
All powers that be are ordained of God. Whosoever therefore resisteth such powers resisteth the ordinance of God. And they that resist shall receive unto themselves damnation.
The devil can cite scripture for his purpose.
Fool! Don't you realize that right now I'm holding 2 sealed warrants from his flatulency?
His flatulency?
It's a strictly in-joke, but to me you're one of ours already, so I don't mind sharing with you a little state secret. Our Minister of Redemption, His Imperial Highness, Ozzy Jr. himself, has many superb qualities, and of course we all adore him. But his constant diet of cheeseburgers and cocaine has unfortunate consequences for those who come downwind of him after lunch. Anyway, he sent 2 warrants. One is the new Emperor's birthday pardons list with your name at the top and a proclamation that you are now officially Poet Laureate of the Empire. The other says that you regrettably died mysteriously in your cell of heart failure at the age of 36. Either that or you were shot trying to escape. They've not decided yet. So the news will go out that your wife is now a widow and your children are orphaned. Which headline would you prefer?
Neither.
Remember the words of Cervantes. Liberty is the most precious gift that heaven e'er bestowed on man, dearer than all the treasures of the earth. For liberty, as for honor, we can and should risk our lives. Captivity, by contrast, is the greatest evil that ever can befall man.
Indeed!
I'm trying to restore your liberty. Don't you understand? I'm your friend. Just trust me. Just 30 seconds on TV and you're home with your family. Just 30 seconds on TV, which no one will ever see, I promise you. We'll air it on the Culture Channel, which no one watches anymore, at 3 in the morning during shirtless polo week when everyone's plastered. Well, no.
I'll know.
But no one else will, so who cares?
Why do you care? That's what I don't understand. Why is it so important to you that I should publicly tell your absurd, ridiculous lie, which even you yourself must know is a lie?
Off the record, the more ridiculous the lie, the better. It's the perfect gauge of political reliability. The ability to twist oneself into pretzels, telling whoppers, shows commendable loyalty.
No, it shows contemptible stupidity, or cowardice, or both.
On the contrary, only those who truly believe that the iron will of the emperor magically transforms 4 into 5 would cheering hurrah charge for us through minefields.
Indeed. And those who believe absurdities can commit atrocities. But a lie remains a lie.
A lie told once is just a lie, but a lie repeated 80,000 times becomes the truth.
Didn't Joseph Goebbels say that?
Funny enough, that may be a lie as well. But quantity is a quality all its own, as Stalin
The
said.
charming role models you choose.
Can't you see I'm being your friend? I'm trying to help you. Why not save your life?
By lying? It would be dishonorable.
An honor set to a leg? No. Or an arm? No. Or take away the grief of a wound? No. Honor has no skill in surgery, then? No. What is honor? A word. What is in that word, honor? What is that honor? Air. A trim reckoning. Who hath it? He that died a Wednesday. Doth he feel it? No. Doth he hear it? No. 'Tis insensible then. Yea, to the dead. Will it not comfort the living? No. Why not? Detraction will not suffer it. Therefore I'll none of it. Honor's a mere scutcheon. Oh, my friend, you think I can quote Shakespeare to Agent 9 or his flatulency? Honestly, you don't know what I go through countersigning death warrants all day during committee meetings.
My sympathies.
Lighten up. Try to find the mirth in the madness. Just think, if 2 + 2 is 5, anything goes. We can pull any pranks we like and laugh about them over a drink in the Sky Bar.
Yeah, I've heard the sherry's nice.
Sherry. Sherry's for the hoi polloi. They have a white tea there, from the tender first green shoots of the silver needle leaves of a 1,200-year-old tea bush in the garden in the hills of the loveness of the mistress of the son of heaven, Emperor Suzanne. Delicately they blend it with bamboo flowers that bloom but once a century, then brew it with water melted from an Antarctic glacier that has waited 8 million years to yield its exquisite purity to the lips of His Imperial Majesty's selected favorites. Ah.
Maybe you think that nothing matters, LOL. So why not just grab what you can while you can? Is life or a game where the one who dies for the most poise wins? Maybe by now you're so used to twisting empathy into psychopathy. You're not just following orders, but have true passion for your absence of compassion. Maybe you really convinced yourself that the vileness you've enslaved yourself to is decent and good. Though of course deep down you must know better.
Maybe I'm a good person and a fan and your friend, and I'm trying to save your life.
Yes, I believe you believe that. In torturing us, you bent the hurts other bullies once gave you, gloating over our agonies like misfit schoolboy bullies, gloating over us like some poor beetle they trapped in a jar, gloating. As if your power over life and death over other sentient beings could ever replace the void in your heart where love and kindness were left orphaned. even then, I believe that some part of you has convinced another part of you that it's all in a good cause. I can even believe that you're so hooked on your power trip that you're happy being unhappy. But I cannot believe and could not believe, not even if I wanted to, that 2 + 2 = 5.
Why are you so stubborn?
Stubbornness and sleeplessness, like black lung for miners, are a poet's occupational hazards.
No wonder so many poets die so young. Here I am, trying to help you live to your own 37th birthday, and I might as well be talking to a wall.
Oh, this is just the place for talking to a wall.
Look, there's a few hours left before... Why don't you pray on it at least? Finish your caviar and pray.
When it comes to religion, my faith is a bit a la carte, to be honest. I believe that God is love. But I have my doubts about the talking snake. Well then, let's see what guidance the good book gives. Then the devil, taking Jesus up into a high mountain, showed unto him all the powers of the kingdoms of the world in a moment of time. And the devil said unto him, All these powers will I give thee, and the glory of them too, for all this has been delivered unto me, and unto whomsoever I will shall I give it. If thou therefore wilt worship me, all shall be thine. Jesus answered and said unto him, Get thee behind me, Satan. Well, Walt, I guess this is our last midnight together. Oh, midnight, your beloved midnight. This is thy hour, O soul. Thy free flight into the wordless. Away from books, away from art, the day erased, the lesson done. Thee, fully forth emerging. Silent, gazing, pondering the themes thou lovest best. Night, sleep, death, and the stars. You must think us humans so strange, Walt. Why do we make our lives so hard to be easy and so easy to be hard? I mean, we all learn in kindergarten to share and play fair and be truthful and kind and care for each other. So why do we tolerate from our heads of states behaviors we would never stand for from even the cutest toddlers? Why do we so willingly enslave ourselves to our pharaohs and our Caesars?
Well, what shall I tell this flatulency?
The scaffold waits. My final hours drag out. I die at dawn. The executioner proud will lift my severed head up with a shout above the cruel indifferent crowd. Soon I'll be gone, but still loving my shade. Dear friends, preserve this manuscript, however frayed in superstitious throng. Come! Once this storm's past, faithful. Those gathered sometimes read again this missive, faithful. Hearken to my voice in rapt attention wrought. Cry, yes! That's him!
You're seriously hopeless.
And I that sleep forgot, invisibly will sit amidst your peers, myself wrapped too, and revel in your tears with joy, consoled perhaps at last by love.
My friend, look. Let's just theoretically entertain, just for argument's sake, the utterly false hypothesis that 2 + 2 isn't quite exactly 5, though the Emperor wills it to be so. And surely reasonable folks can differ about alternative facts. Surely we're all human. Surely we all make mistakes.
Aren't we being recorded?
Except for the Emperor, of course, whose genius surpasses all description. Besides, are you really such a zealot for the truth? Come on. If your silly neighbor shows you his new tattoo of his 8th wife on his chest, what will you say?
Nice.
And what will you really think?
Hideous.
You admit it. You don't really have a problem telling lies.
white lies, maybe, but
So, if it saves your life, why not tell a meaningless white lie?
you admit it's a lie.
Besides, aren't you a lawyer?
Funny enough, I couldn't argue with my dad, so I became an arguer by profession.
Then you must be familiar with the legal concept of duress.
Familiar with duress? After years in this box?
Precisely. If a thug makes you sign a contract at gunpoint, that contract is never valid, though the shaky signature be yours. So who'll hold it against you if at 3 in the morning on the Culture Channel during shirtless polo week, when everyone's drunk anyway, you mumble that 2 + 2 is whatever His Majesty decrees? Why throw out your one and only life? Why choose death?
You're the ones choosing my death. Of course I would prefer to live.
Then live!
Then let me live!
Well, it's not up to me.
That's what they all say. That's why we're all now trapped in this absurd lie.
I'm just doing my job.
I'm just trying to save your life.
Would that life be life? Or would it just prolong an agony of helplessness? As paralyzed in excruciating pain, I'm devoured, still alive from inside, like a caterpillar by the voracious larva of an inhuman wasp.
Do not go gentle
Oh,
into that good night. Rage. Rage against the dying of the light.
let not a parasite blood suck me dry.
I'm not a parasite.
Maybe not. In your heart of hearts, we all become parasites once we start living a lie. Bit by bit, as we compromise, give up our rights, our dignities, our freedoms, as we disown or make a mockery of all our principles, as we believe their lies instead of believing our own eyes, as we let the love of power devour the power of love, sure. Perhaps we cheat the graveyard a bit longer, perhaps, but in exchange we lose our souls. You say you're trying to save me? I'm trying to save you! In what time is left me, may I write one last letter to my wife?
Sure. You didn't finish your caviar.
Give it to Agent 9. He must get hungry electroshocking dissidents.
I'm so sorry.
Darling, when you get this, I will most likely be dead. Please tell our children, when I'm not there for their graduations and weddings, why I gave my love for them. I love them as I love you, so I had no other choice. By curious coincidence, before our little baby dictator renamed all the days of the week and months of the years for himself and all his preposterous plan, today's date would have been the 20th of March, celebrated as the first day of that season which by imperial decree now supposedly no longer exists. Spring. A foolish tyrant. What chance did he have of abolishing the spring when every time I look at you and think of you, it's springtime? Oh, yes. It's springtime, although we may not feel it yet. Spring is coming, yes, spring is coming. I myself may not live to see the full bloom of the springtime of liberty in our land, but I believe that you shall, as shall our children. And in that belief being utterly certain that faith, hope, and love shall triumph soon. I die with song in my heart, as the song teaches.
he?
Incoming. With compliments from the supervisor himself. Actually, from the former supervisor. He's just resigned. Never seen him like that before. I wonder what happened to him.
Maybe he realized what I've been saying to you. At every moment of our lives, we have a choice whether to live a lie or to live in truth. It's never too late to stand up for what is right. Sure, the superpower of tyrants may be their shamelessness, their utter brazenness and lying. It can overwhelm, paralyze, demoralize, make us cynical and selfish. So we still the inner voices of our conscience and just let them do what they like in the vain hope they'll just let us live as we like. At least just leave us alone for a while they pick on someone else first. And we have an even stronger superpower.
Which is?
We can love. Which means that we can stand up for the truth. First one of us, and then another, and yet another, and then more and more friends will join us in refusing to lie. Suddenly, everything will change. If we but live with love, we must then live in truth. For lying is the opposite of loving. As the poet Pushkin said, there is no truth where there is no love.
There is no truth where there is no love. Wow. I've never heard of Pushkin.
I'm right here myself. Have a look.
Rulers, your crown and laurels do not come from God, but from law's hand. Above the people you may stand, but law eternal stands o'er you. And hence, take heed, great heads of states, not executions, nor promotions, nor altars, nor barred dungeons' gates defend you against heaven's motions. So bow down with humility. Expect justice to have her hour, and know the true guards of your power are people's peace and liberty. Now I know why I never heard of him. He must be on the forbidden list.
Like almost all poets worth reading. You know what else he wrote? They say suffering's a good school. Perhaps. But happiness is a better university. Well then, let's complete our course in Kafka for beginners. Let's all graduate from our miserable high school of suffering, abuse, and lies. Let's all at last enroll in the University of Compassion, Truth, and Love. And do so with joy, for we believe.
Lights go out.